That's over the rope. 6 runs off Gillespie.
The field.
We can have a look at that again. Lee is chasing that one. Turned off his hips. Another 4 to Kartik. He found the gap with... Let's see the action replay of that. Gillespie continues. That's a big hit. It's 6.
Great strike. It looked...
We can have a look at that again. Balaji facing. That is a perfect line. McGrath to Balaji. Ponting is in pursuit, stroked through the covers. Ponting is not going to reach that. Balaji is very quick. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Ponting is after that one. That's racing away to the cover boundary. McGrath, let's take a look at that in slow motion. Ponting is after that one. Well, that'll certainly beat the fielder into the fence. This second, let's see the action replay of that. Ponting is in pursuit. 4 runs to Balaji. Beautifully driven. We can have a look at that again. Ponting is after it, steered expertly into the gap. It'll be 4 more to the total. Oh, that. We can have a look at that again. Gillespie to begin a new over.
Wait.
That's over the rope. 6 runs off Gillespie. That takes his score into the 90s. Let's see the action replay of that. Gillespie had the batsman in trouble with that one.
Richie, what are the major differences between the game you played and the game that we see today?
One of the great differences between the modern day game and years gone past lies in equipment. Don Bradman used to use a bat weighing 2.2, perhaps 2.3 at its heaviest. Graham Gooch, 3 pounds. Clive Lloyd, 3.2 with 4 rubber grips on it. And then there's helmets. Everyone wears them these days, and sometimes a cricketer will come through all the age competitions, get into Sheffield Shield and play Test cricket, never having batted without a helmet. Gillespie to Kartik. Ponting is chasing that one. There'll be runs here. He's got onto that one. Kartik reached his century of 27 balls. The crowd are giving him an excellent round of applause. Gillespie continues. Clark is after that one. 6.
Well, you can't set fields for shots like...
Let's take a look at that in McGrath to start another over of this long spell. Ponting is after it. That's racing away to the cover boundary. These 2 players, let's see the action replay of that. That's superb bowling from McGrath. McGrath continues. That's over the rope. 6 runs off McGrath. We can have a look at that again.
Wait.
That's a fantastic strike. Balaji moves into the 90s. We can have a look at that again. Well, he's got hold of that one out of the ground. The second wicket pair have moved their partnership. Let's take a look at that in slow motion. Got him, yes, he's out. Great reflexes. He made it look so easy.
He took a great catch there.
This was how the innings ended. Kartik waiting at the striker's end. That's turned away through mid-wicket. That takes Kartik. Gillespie to Kumble. Langer is chasing that one. Gillespie to Kumble. That's racing away to the square leg boundary. Super. Let's see the action replay of that. Warren is in pursuit. There's Gillespie continues. Steered expertly into the gap. Gillespie continues. Warren is after that one, flicked off his legs. He smashed that one right out of the ground. Let's take a look at that in McGrath to bowl to Kartik. Comfortably held by Clark.
Straight down the fielder's throat. The batsman will be kicking himself.
That's the 3rd wicket now for McGrath. India, 3 down now for 216. This was how the wicket fell. Yuvraj Singh facing. Ooh, that looked quite nasty. He's winded, but I think he'll be okay to continue. McGrath continues. Warren is after it. There should be some runs here. That's a superb shot. That was sweetly timed. We can have a look at that again. Warren is in pursuit. That's forced away through the offside. The fielder's not going to reach that one. Hit down. Let's see the action replay of that. Warren is after it. Played into the gap. Great shot by Yuvraj Singh. Yuvraj Singh. We can have a look at that again. Warren is chasing that one. Well, that's found the gap in the field. Clark is not going to reach that. McGrath. Let's see the action replay of that. Warren to bowl his wrist spin.